Yo, what's the word? Let's get it. New episode, real conversations. We'll call this bitch call this Stay Dangerous. Y'all just tuning in to Apple, Spotify, Anchor app. I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? We live on the YouTube right now, not on Facebook. We directly on the YouTube. So this will be posted after I end this live. It will be on the YouTube page. I appreciate y'all for everything. It's a grateful Saturday. I mean Sunday. I'm sorry. It's a grateful Sunday. You know, I'm a little rough in this motherfucker, but we getting it in. I'm gonna keep y'all with some content. You know what I'm saying? I ain't doing nothing. I ain't doing nothing else this Sunday. I want to start everything off with saying we're gonna give a moment of silence to two legends we then lost in the culture. R.I.P. Young Dolph, R.I.P. Virgil, and we're gonna give them a moment of silence right now. All right, with that being said, let's get it, man. It's Real Conversations Podcast. Make sure y'all follow us on Instagram, friend us on Facebook, like, share, and subscribe on our YouTube. And if you want a shirt, the Real Conversations Podcast logo shirt, you can go to www dot I'm sorry, www.statusworldapparel.myshopify.com. Once again, that's www.statusworldapparel.myshopify.com. I appreciate everybody who been you know, just in tune with everything we got going. Um Matter of fact, I'm gonna drop a link in the comments because I got something going on, something personal going on. I had pretty much my brother-in-law had was assaulted a few days ago, and I'm going to put his GoFundMe in the comment section that you guys want to donate. Like I said, it's the link is on my Facebook page, my personal Facebook page, Jay Smooth, JAY space Smooth, and so my Snapchat is really everywhere. It was on my IG, but they took it off. I guess it was too graphic or something like that. But I'm about to put the link. I'm about to put the link right in the comments because this is a real personal thing, and I really got a lot of love for my brother-in-law. You know, he really put me on a lot of things as far as when it comes to spirituality and things of that nature. So, you know, I just appreciate him, you know, just for being him, you know. He's my he's my lady, he's my lady oldest brother, you know, my woman, my life partner, so you know, I got a lot of love for him, you know. You know, we have real deep conversations, and I appreciate his wisdom he be sharing with me, you know. So right now, the link is in the GoFundMe link for my brother-in-law. If you want to donate, share to the situation. Like I said, he was brutally assaulted by a homeless man while trying to give a homeless person some money, trying to do an act of kindness. He was attacked, assaulted, and you know, a tragic event. You know, he was stabbed, you know, multiple times in the head, the forehead, and other places. You know, he has two daughters and one on the way. So, he means a lot. He has a family to protect and provide for. And if you can share, if you can donate, whatever. I really would appreciate that, and he would as well, and his family would appreciate that as well. My family, you know what I'm saying. But with that being said, man, let's start it off with a few things. We got a few topics. We're gonna speak on the Dolph situation, the Virgil situation. We're gonna speak on. We need to speak on how. Matter of fact, we're gonna start with this. It's a new rule by federal regulators. New rule by federal regulators will allow debt collectors the right to pursue debt. Pretty much the debt collectors. You know how they used to blow up your phone, how they still do. Pretty much they can hit your DM now. They can hit your DM now and ask you for your payments. So that shit is crazy, man. We're gonna talk about the Travis Scott situation. I thought I spoke on that before, but we're gonna really talk about that. And we're gonna talk about the Kyle Rittenhouse situation and how people are upset with the verdict. Things like that, man. We just gonna be chopping it up. I ain't really got no. It's just been a while. It's been a while since y'all got a solo podcast from me, so I'm just gonna put some content up there and let y'all know what it is and how I feel on certain situations. So first off with the Dolph situation. So as we all know, young Dolph passed away, and he was shot at a cookie store in South Memphis, I believe. Cascade, I believe. Makita Cookies, I believe that was the establishment name. And Young Dolph was killed, apparently going to get his mother some chocolate chip cookies or something of that nature. So a lot of things, a lot of speculations going on, a lot of internet police investigations going on. You know how that shit be. Everybody on YouTube detective now and shit. So y'all know how that be. But I just want to say, like, we never know when it's our time to go. But at the same time, I feel like Dolph might have thought he wasn't as big as he was, or people didn't want to harm him, or that he was quote unquote good in the hood. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying any of this to disrespect this man's legacy or talk down on him or what he represented. All I'm saying is to the youth and to everybody, every black male out there, like, shit's so real. That's why I called this shit Stay Dangerous, because you got to stay aware, you got to stay dangerous, you got to stay focused, you got to stay motivated, you got to stay determined, and you just can't give up, But you always got to know that everybody don't want to see you doing good, like you think they do, especially in urban communities, the hood, the trenches, whatever you want to call it. It's just certain things you really don't do. Like Memphis is like a sort of like a place like my hometown, Gary, Indiana, where it's kind of, everybody know each other, everybody, you know how that be. Like everybody know each other, everybody, know each other peoples and things like that. But it's just like at the same time, when you in a situation like Dolph, I feel like you just can't let your guard down, no matter what. That's how I be feeling sometimes. Like you just can't let your guard down because you don't know what the next man thinking. You don't know what the next man trying to plot, trying to, just trying to bring you down. They not happy for your success, like you think they would be. Even if we see it plenty times. We see it plenty times. Like even when you try to help the hood and create opportunities or such, and be a resource, it's just like uh, it's just like you try to be a resource and you try to help people and create jobs and things like that. Some people just don't want to see you make it. Some people just don't want to see you succeed. So, with that being said, you always got to watch over your back. I mean, always got to have security. You always got to have people just ready to protect you at all times because it I hate to say it, but it's not a fairy tale world we live in. We live in a real ass world where you can be ended at any moment. You know what I'm saying? At any day, at any place. No more sympathy for children and women, and elderly like that. People will still uh what I'm saying? People will still get on your case about whatever issue they got with you in front of your daughter, you know what I'm saying? It's just wicked out here. You gotta really watch who company you keep. You gotta watch, even your day ones, even your family, your blood. Some of them don't want to see you doing good. I know where I'm from personally, um, things do happen like that, and things do go sour with family members, and people be having like lot like like long term hatred and long term envious feelings and bad vibes about you, and they play it off to your face like they love you, like they willing to die for you. They willing to do this and do that, but at the same time, you gotta know half of that shit smoke and mirrors, half of that shit not what it is. So you gotta be on guard at all times. Like the situation that happened to my brother in law, it shit really affected me. That shit really touched me because he was trying to do an act of kindness, like giving to the homeless, and what I'm saying, situation still turned out pretty fucked up. And to me, that just made me like way more alert. Because where I'm at right now, where I currently reside, and out here in the West, where I'm at right now, it's like it's hella homeless. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of homeless, and you think like you really like bettering humanity and really, what I'm saying, good karma will come back, and the universe will help you out when you in need if you give to those in need. Which is true. Universal laws don't change no matter what time we in. But at the same time, like I said, these times we in, it's just like it's not the same. You can't just do certain things. I think I was telling my little brother, like, you can't just, like, back in, when I was younger, I'm 29. I'm talking about when I was 18, 17, 16, 15. Like, people were more trustworthy of their community. You know what I'm saying? In general. So, with that being said, people were more trustworthy in with their community. Like, back, like back in the day, like, people, stayed at their neighbor's house, block parties, babysitters in the neighborhood, all these such things, the candy lady, and it's just like not like that no more. You can't just send your kid out thinking like he's just gonna come back just because you think the world is good. No, it's a lot of evil people out here. There's a lot of dark spirits out here that's just don't give a damn and just living for the moment and just living for right now and just you know, going through whatever they going through, and at the same time, it's just like you can't be so naive. You can't be so naive to feel like everybody has the same approach as you. Not saying in the situation with my brother-in-law, because anything can happen at any time, whether you prepare it or not. I'm just saying in general, like overall, like people be thinking like the world like is just like good, and like people just gonna do good by you, and you know what I'm saying. You can't really think that no more, because like the whole climate of this matrix of this realm, this dimension we in, is all based on self. It's like dog eat dog to the fullest. You know what I'm saying? So there's just a lot of things that I can go on and go on and go on and go on about. But back to the Young Dolph situation, it's just sad that a person works so hard to get in his position, make all these boss moves, and make other people bosses, and share his wealth and share his knowledge and share his resources, to go out, you know what I'm saying, like a common criminal, or your local thug or some shit. You know what I'm saying? That's just real like heartbreaking. You know what I'm saying? To an extent, it's just like, damn. I mean, trust me, best believe I know Young Dolph. He had words and he had songs. Trust me, I didn't even approve of the of a lot of his things. I ain't really gonna say, because a lot of people get touchy on these certain subjects. I'm not, like I said, no shape or form I'm ever trying to diss this man, disrespect this man legacy, disrespect this man image, whatever, what I'm saying, him as a whole, Young Dolph and Adolph, because people be having to separate those two, because Adolph is not Young Dolph and Young Dolph is not Adolph. You know what I'm saying? And people be like, "What you mean they're the same people?" But it's different roles Dolph got to play as Young Dolph. Then you know what I'm saying? Adolph is the family man, the husband, the father, the brother, the son, you know what I'm saying? Adolph is the artist, the CEO, the businessman, the marketing, the branding. It's a lot behind that. So, I know a lot of things sell records, but sometimes it's just like, God damn. It's just like, God damn, that should be crazy to me. Like, that should just be crazy to me, man. I'll be feeling like, why can't we just be real bosses and real men and handle it like bosses, and figure some way out? You know what I'm saying? Even if people don't, like, we can agree to disagree as a man. You know what I'm saying? As black men, you know what I'm saying? We don't have to always go to violence and all that. We can agree to stay out each other's way and don't speak on each other, and things like that. But that type shit really don't be working like that, man. I just want to say R.I.P. Dolph, rest in power, Dolph. Shout out the whole PRE. And it's just sad, man. I can go on and on, but Dolph wasn't even 40, man. And speaking of 40, we gonna switch the topic and we're gonna get on Virgil. So as we all know, Virgil Abloh has passed away. I believe it's been like almost a week now. Um, he died from a cancer he had 2 years ago, but he never, like, I guess, treated it, or you know got it looked at. Apparently, he just kept working or whatever. But sort of like Chad Boswick, the man who played the Black Panther, sort of like him, how he had the cancer and he just died over time. The cancer automatically, you know, you know, killed him. It's just sad, because as black men, we have to realize that health is wealth, and there's no other way to put that. So we gotta realize that these foods that we are consuming, these foods that we are consuming, the the lack of working out or jogging or cardio or like muscular workout, like we take that for granted. We don't really see. I just be feeling like I'm gonna just speak on this as personally because I had a grandfather that passed from diabetes. So and I seen it with my own eyes. It took him out slowly. You know, first it started with gout on the foot, and then they had to amputate his foot. Then they had to amputate his leg. Then after that, he passed. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it can't be worth it. Like even me, like I'm starting. You know, I'm eating way healthier. Like I eat egg whites and shit now. I eat cashews and all type of shit. You know, just more green things. You know, people think that it's only protein and meat, and we're programmed to really think that in general because you can get protein from plant. You know what I'm saying? Believe it or not, you can get protein from plant. You can get protein from nuts. Uh, you get protein from a lot of places, but people so caught up on the meat theory that in our tastes, our taste buds is like kind of immune to that shit. So I just feel like that shit is crazy, man. But we really got to start checking up on our health and just eating better. A lot of things start with the diet. I don't care what nobody tell you. A lot of things start with the diet. You know, and like I was telling my grandmother a while ago, like we're born into heavy starch, into fried foods, into sugars, salts. You know what I'm saying? We're really born into that shit. You know, it's like, not to really do this, but it's kind of like a slavery tradition. You know, even the things we still eat to the day, from chitlins to pig feet to, uh, I'm not saying greens and yams and all that is bad, but it's what we put in it. But pork is horrible. Nobody can tell me pork is not horrible. So like pork, you need to just cut pork out your diet in general because pork ain't doing no good for you. And you need to slow down on the beef and probably cut out the chicken. Those are three things that's really cancerous. Don't get me wrong, I eat fish, I eat seafood, and I eat chicken time from time. But I'm going to, you know, next year I'm going to cut out pretty much all meats besides fish. And I know people say, "Oh, well, fish, it's in the sea, and the sea is dirty, it's contaminated." I just feel like for me, that's what worked best for me. You know what I'm saying? And whatever worked best for you, that's your choice, and you have your reasons and your beliefs, and I can never judge them, and I can never look at you a certain way because of your beliefs and your, how you were raised or whatever. So, with that being said, it's just like we just gotta change our diets. You know. Sorry about that, y'all. My fault. We just gotta change our diets, man. Change our diets, change the way we think, change the way we live, and just and I'm not really too fond of doctors, but you know, getting a checkup here and there, that won't hurt. So we just need to do things that's better for our future, and that's goal. This just popped in my mind. This was no topic, but that goes with cutting certain ties off. People that don't mean well. It's time to cut them people off, family or not. And it hurts, but it's time for us to make some sacrifices. Like I was telling one of my homeboys, I was telling him like, how do we expect to get any different results if we don't do anything different than our parents done? And no disrespect to our parents, but you know what I'm saying? We a different wave now. We don't have to go in a same blueprint. It's a different time and day. You have things like crypto, you have things like NFTs, you have things like Uber, Eats and drive driving jobs off the apps and Shopify stores and things like that. It's so many ways nowadays that you don't really have to work the traditional 9 to 5. So everybody in my generation and younger, I would tell y'all to think out the box, be creative, do not settle for less, do not continue to do something that makes you unhappy, miserable, um, overthinking. Unappreciated. You know your wealth. You know what you bring to the table, and you know what you're capable of. So don't let nobody ever tell you that you're not good enough, or you don't fit the criteria, or this is impossible. You can't do this without that. Quit letting people tell us we can't do something. We can do anything we put our brains to. You know what I'm saying? Stop all that type shit. All that type thinking is not innovative. You know what I'm saying? That's not gonna take us nowhere further. We got to think past just what we was accustomed to and what we designed to think is right, or whatever you want to call it. With that being said, it's just do you. Do it make you happy. Do it make you feel better. Do it make you know what I'm saying? It's all on you. Don't just don't just, wait and waste time and just procrastinate, and you will be procrastinating for years if you never do shit about it. So with that being said, it's just like go for yours. Just go for yours, man. Stay dangerous, stay aware, build a team, keep positive energy around you. You know what I'm saying? And you should be good. So we're gonna talk about the Travis Scott. The Travis Scott, I'm gonna touch on that a little bit. So as y'all know, Travis Scott throws annually, um, what you would call it, a concert festival called Astro World. And this year it was a lot of things going on. He had got sued. I heard it's like damn near $1 billion he getting sued for. Um, Pretty much people had died at the concert and he didn't stop it. And it was a lot of mosh pits and just people too close in general. But it's just like with all this shit, all these big ass festivals, I just be like, what happened to the virus? You know what I'm saying? If shit was so dangerous, why the fuck we still outdoors and all that shit? But that's another topic. But Travis, though, it is what it is. I honestly don't have that much feeling about it. RIP to those who passed, and um, RIP to those who passed. Prayers go out to their families and things like that. But do I feel sorry for Travis? Like, no, I don't. I honestly don't. I feel sorry more for the parents that sent their kids to that concert and they never came back. I don't really feel sorry for people with more than what I'm saying, a substantial amount of wealth and resources. I really don't feel sorry for them. Like I'm just gonna be 1,000 with you. I don't feel sorry for them at all. But with that being said, you know, shout out to Travis. I hope everything work out for him. But you gotta just, I mean, if you're gonna throw the blame on people, it's just like, I guess it'll come from Travis, but Travis didn't, you know, Travis just performed. He didn't really set the stage. He didn't really, you know what I'm saying? The back end. He was just like the forefront, the face. You know what I'm saying? But you know how that go, man. They gonna blame the headliner, the person who I heard they suing Drake, all type of shit. Like that shit just crazy, but you know how that shit go, man. Y'all listening to the audio, I'm about to come right back. So make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube page. Follow us on Instagram at official real official Real Convos Pod IG, and then Real Conversations or Real Convos Pod at shit, on Facebook. Okay, we back, y'all. My fault on the audio, but we back. But yeah, so like I was saying, man, can't really blame Travis. Can't really blame him for that, but you know they is. You know how that type of shit go. All that shit be politics to me. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, what we gonna touch on? Yeah, let's just touch on how social media is really just really a part of our lives now. Like I said earlier in the podcast, you have federal regulators. It's a new law passed that federal regulators can DM you now. So if you out here posting money and stacks of money to your ear and big ass chains and big ass cars and big ass houses, you just better be careful, man, because they after motherfuckers, man. They going in motherfuckers DMs and shit. This shit getting out of hand. It's like, goddamn, what's next? Y'all coming in my DM? What my DM got to do with my debt? I mean, I know it's me, but goddamn, how did y'all even find? Like, how did you find my IG? Like, that shit be crazy. Like, debt collectors is motherfucking. They got secret uh ghost pages and shit. The fuck is going on out here, man? These motherfuckers got too much regulations and rule. I just can't just harass you on the phone like they've been doing for the past 30,000 years. You know what I'm saying? That shit really gets me how we just so like I don't know, like vulnerable, like there's no more privacy no more. Remember when you just blocked the motherfucking number? And you know what I'm saying? Like on some real shit, think of this, y'all. Remember you just blocked the motherfucking number and that was the end of it? A motherfucker had to know your address, where you work, or where you hang out to really pull up on you. Nowadays they got location sharing, GPS, satellite, cameras everywhere, goddamn facial recognition, email, so much shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you really have to realize that you really have to go so hard. Like you really have to get off the face of earth to get off this grid that they created. And this grid is anything with Wi-Fi, anything smartphone, smart car, smart house is on the grid. Smart refrigerator, Alexa, Siri, Google, whatever. Like my phone right now, this motherfucker. You feel me? This motherfucker. This shit hear me. If I'm saying something, that motherfucker stop a video I'm watching on YouTube and be like, hey, do you want to know where the local, you know what I'm saying? Like some shit I ain't even asked for. Like this shit be really real. Like y'all gotta realize AI coming harder than ever. Y'all really gotta realize they trying to make us like damn near robots, which we are. It's a lot of robots in this fucking world that don't think for themselves, that don't have free thought, that are literally programmed like a motherfucking computer, and they never think out the box, and they stay in the box. And anybody who go against that sort of mind frame, they're considered um radical or out of the ordinary. So that's all I'm gonna say with the debt collector shit. Y'all kiss my ass. Y'all can't. If I ain't answering the phone, motherfucker, pull up. Straight up like that. Pull up. Don't get in my DM. I'm gonna block your dumb ass. Stupid ass niggas. Yeah, I'm talking to y'all right now. So any debt collector watching this, you know what I'm saying? You know what it is. Straight up and down. But what did we talk about? Okay. So we're gonna talk about this. Okay, so it's a situation going on. Okay, I guess the public is calling for justice for Christelle Kaiser, who faces life in prison for murdering the man that sexually trafficked her. Protesters argue self-defense after Cal Rittenhouse acquittal. So pretty much they saying since Cal Rittenhouse had gotten off with fatally shooting two men and injured one during protests in Kenosha, Wisconsin, arguing when he was ambushed. And the woman who we talking about, she fatally shot her trafficker, and she's arguing that he sexually abused and sex trafficked her and other underage black girls in Kenosha, Wisconsin. So I guess these two trials are going down in the same, well, are in the same state. So they say if he was able to get off of his of what he was charged with, she should be able to get off of what she was charged, what she's charged with right now, what she fighting, what she facing. Honestly, I feel like certain things like that, like when she killed the sex trafficker, I feel like it should be a law where she shouldn't even get trial. She shouldn't even have to go to trial. She shouldn't even have to go to court. She shouldn't even have to spend one day in jail. If you ask me, I feel like she should be let go scot free because of the situation. That situation is like, I just feel like with that situation, it's real touchy and it's real controversial, but at the same time, what if that was your daughter? What if that was your sister? What if that was your mother? What if that was your auntie? So, I'm a black man with black women in my life that I love dearly. And I want to really word this the right way, but like I'm saying, like it's just certain things that shouldn't even have to be questioned. You know what I'm saying? That's why I be feeling like this system, this justice system is really not even for us. It's not even though I know it's not, but I'm just saying, like, when you try to go by the book, you try to play it their way, it still end up biting us in the ass. We still end up having to take a plea or do probation or all this madness, you know what I'm saying? When our corporate our counterparts, no disrespect, the Caucasian man or Caucasian woman, I just feel like they get more slaps on the wrist. That's just me living in America for 29 years and seeing my grandmama go away, my uncles, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people in my life been locked up, And it's just like that shit affects families, that shit affects future generations. And it's just like a badass domino effect. But with that being said, it's just like we just need more representation in the whole justice system, judicial system, just in general. Because we don't have people that if we don't have people that come from our backgrounds, look like us, walk like us, talk like us, feel our pain, I feel like we probably never get treated fairly, you know? And that's sad to say, but it's just a lot of ass kissing and and cooning. I'm just keeping it real. When it comes to that politics and judges and lawyers, like we have a lot of we have representation, but I don't know, a lot of them just the public don't trust because they feel like they cooning. You know what I'm saying? They just doing shit for face value. And I kind of feel that same way, honestly. Forget kinda. I do feel that same way, and I'm standing on it. But as far as this situation, prayers goes out to this young woman and her family and everybody involved. But I honestly feel like what how else would she get away from this situation if she didn't do what she had to do? You know what I'm saying? Just to be in the courtroom, just to be alive. I feel like the courts don't really take that in they don't really take that in consideration. You know what I'm saying? They don't really give a damn about what we go through and what we got to do just to survive. You know what I'm saying? Just on the daily, just on the 24-hour time scale. But like I said, man, I hope she beat that case, and I hope she be, I hope she don't have to do no time, no probation, nothing. But that's probably unlikely. But I don't feel like she should be tried as the same as a gang somebody who just murdered somebody in cold blood. You know, it's different. She like pretty much was on survival mode. You know what I'm saying? And I really don't look at her no kind of way, like no murderer, no. I look at her like a person that had to do what she had to do to get where she needed to go. You know what I'm saying? Point blank, period. And a lot of things don't need to be broke down and looked at, more than what it is. Somebody was physically abusing her, sexually abusing her. What do you think that person gonna do? You know what I'm saying? You don't know what a person gonna do when they push to that type of, some man kidnapped her and trafficked her. Like she had a normal life before that. You can't be doing that shit. That shit ain't really honorable to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, to each his own, but that shit. Sorry, man. My nose got stopped off. I'm not stop. My nose got stopped up. I'm not that. I ain't sick of anything like that. But don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the realest podcast out here, man. We really touching on subjects that people don't be touching on or just be sugar cold and shit like that. We really coming to you with that real shit. You know what I'm saying? That unadulterated raw shit, but that unadulterated raw shit. And we just coming hard, man. Point blank, period. I'm probably gonna do a little more episodes before the year end. Probably like 1 or 2 more, maybe more. I don't know. I'm gonna try to start shooting short segments too. Just like get back to the manifestation Mondays and things like that. Tell me what y'all think about that. But anyways, like I said, man, I don't blame that young woman. She had to do what she had to do to get to where she had to go. And like I said, man, you don't know what you're gonna do till you in that position, man. So I just really pray for the young woman. I hope she overcome all this. And what are we talking about? We talked about a lot. I'm pretty much about to end it. I just wanted to come on here, chop it up with y'all. I'm trying to see that I missed something. Let me see. 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 I don't really talk about a lot of that bullshit gossip, as y'all can tell. I talk about like situations that really, you know, just really that matters. I feel like that's all my opinion though. That's all my opinion. You can say it don't matter to you. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, let's talk about the verses. Let's talk about the verses right now. Busy Ball, you dead ass wrong for doing that. You dead ass wrong for that shit. You dead ass wrong. You dead ass wrong for that shit, man. You ain't have to do that shit, Busy Bomb. Y'all didn't see that shit. Busy Bomb threw the mic at Juicy J. and shit. Busy Bone through the mic at Juicy J or something crazy like that because he told him to suck his you know what. I mean, that was wrong. He shouldn't have done that. But Busy Bone started. He called him ugly and all type of shit. If y'all know what I'm talking about, y'all gotta check out the verses on YouTube with 36 Mafia verse Bone Thugs, man. I only seen that clip, so I can't really break it down. You know, I know it's a lot of Bone Thug, diehard Bone Thugs fans and diehard 36 fans. So y'all just gotta check that out. I just feel like I just feel like the older OGs need to just represent themselves a little better because they just be making it, you know what I'm saying? They be getting a little too emotional sometimes for me. You know, I kind of like, you know, I kind of like bring down these superhero powers I thought they had when I was younger or some shit. Like, it just made me look at them like, man, these motherfuckers regular as hell, you know. But it was a good show, I believe. I believe the numbers did well, but it's just viral. That moment is just viral when he Busy Bone through the mic at Juicy J. So y'all gotta make sure y'all see that, man. That shit was just crazy to me. But like I said, man, I appreciate y'all. This episode is called Stay Dangerous. Y'all can follow us on Instagram, official Real Conversations, IG, or some shit like that. Facebook, Real Conversations Pod, Real Convos Pod, I believe. Um, YouTube, Real Conversation Podcast. Like, share, and subscribe. And this audio will be on Anchor FM. It will be on Apple. It will be on Spotify. It will be on Google and wherever else you can get your podcast audio from. Like I said, I appreciate y'all. You know, I just had to come talk my shit. I just had to get a lot of things off my chest. I hope this can help somebody, you know, get through whatever they're going through. I really appreciate y'all. I got a new music video coming pretty soon, probably in a week or so. Go check out my boy Masio Visualizer for Phobia. I'm in there. You know, I co-directed it as well. Shout out to my boy. I got much love for my nigga. He was on the last episode. Remember I told y'all we working, we still working. We got music coming. I got an EP coming before the year end or probably the top of next year. I don't know what I'm gonna name it yet, but it's probably gonna be like 3 tracks. It's fire though, straight bangers. With that being said, stay blessed. You know, stay just grateful for what you have, man, because it could be gone at any second, man. Just, you know, love, peace, and happiness. It's your boy Big Smooth. Follow me at God Willing Boss Status on IG. Um, Jay Smooth on Facebook. Boss Status Worldwide, YouTube. You can get all the music, all my videos, all the behind the scenes footage. And like I said, we working, man. I appreciate y'all for listening. One love. We out.